Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
In this place, we see potential like nowhere else. Here, vision is boundless. That's why we never settle. We look for the moments when everything becomes possible. The moments that inspire us to make every day better. In this place, there's no such thing as good. There's only great. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to Wahpeton Stadium here at John Randall Field in beautiful Chahinkaba Park. We got some EDC baseball today here between Grand Forks Central Knights and the Wahpeton Huskies. And the teams are ready to go here. Our pregame show was brought to you by Yield Advantage. We'll plug them a little bit later. But our starting lineups are going to be brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, and our PA announcer, Chris DeVries.
Players, coaches, and fans, welcome to Wahpeton Stadium at John Randall Field in beautiful Chahinkaba Park for today's matchup between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Grand Forks Central Knights, and your hometown Wahpeton Huskies. And now player introductions starting with the visiting Knights. First, the non-starters. Number 6, Zeke Zimmerman. Number 12, Rylan Ozowski. And number 13, Brody Ledegy. And starting for the Knights, the center fielder, number 4, Braden Breivik. The second baseman, number 2, Zach Benjamin. The pitcher, number 23, Keegan Hensrud. The catcher, number 3, Gabe Tandy. The first baseman, number 5, Noah Morkvee. The right fielder, number 25, Jackson Washburn. Center fielder, number 8, Blaze Walken. The third baseman, number 18, Landon Lima. And the shortstop, number 7, Nolan Mardo. The Knights are coached by Danny Mardo and assisted by Andy Stone. The team manager is Bryce Griffor. And now for the Huskies and the non-starters. Number 1, Kaysen Pincinel. Number 2, Avery Malmy. Number 9, Brady DeVries. Number 17, Ryan Kozowski. Number 20, Jacob Fensky. Number 22, McCade Pickin. And number 24, Elijah Kappas. And starting for the Huskies, your catcher, number 3, Skylar Blado. The center fielder, number 4, Miles Hinckley. The pitcher tonight, number 6, Jaden King. Your shortstop, number 12, Cooper Klosterman. Your first baseman, number 23, Braxton Polly. The right fielder, number 8, Aiden Hayek. The third baseman, number 11, Nick Langenwalter. The second baseman, number 5, Cade Malmy. And in left field, number 10, Braden Steffens. The Huskies are coached by Andrew Lundsetter, Hunter McCall, and Brett Gilbertson. We thank Essentia Health and our athletic trainer, Ms. Chantel Shute. The umpires for today's game are Josh Nordick and Roy King.
Now we'll have our national anthem here.
Just one moment, please.
And there's your starting lineups, brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. Your starting lineups brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance. All right, next up we'll do our pregame show, kind of in a little bit of a switched around order here. Both teams were ready early, Brian, so they decided to start the game early, and we had to come on early. So we didn't...
Meant like a little early start.
How about that?
Maybe we'll get out of here early, too. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how that goes, yeah. Pre-game show, and we'll do that right now, is brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planting sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley. Yield Advantage, our pre-game show. Good afternoon again, everybody. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network, and welcome to those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, our own channel dedicated to everything that we do live, and or most everything that we do live anyway. If we got two events going on at one time, obviously we can only do one at a time. But anyway, we're on Red River Cable Channel 28 today. I'm Joe Schreiner. He is none other than the one and only Brian Watson. Beat up?
I think there might be more than one. But
do you?
I don't know.
But there is only one the Brian Watson.
Well, I guess so. Just like the Ohio State, I guess, if you want to call it like that. I guess so.
So welcome again, Brian. And we got a couple of teams here that are 0-2 in the EDC, both looking for their first EDC win here. We'll see what they can do, and I'm sure they're both looking for trying to get that victory here when you're sitting on the bottom of the EDC.
Well, somebody's going to get a win tonight in the conference. They both have one win. Wahpeton picked up their win, a non-conference win against Breckenridge just yesterday.
Yep.
So they're coming off a win, and Central picked up a win down in South Dakota against Sioux Falls Christian. And this is Grand Forks' ninth game of the season, and just the fifth game of the season for the Huskies. So, a little bit more field time for the Knights, and the Huskies trying to find their way and picked up a win yesterday, and see if they keep things rolling here today. Yeah,
the Huskies used a series of pitchers yesterday. They came away with a 13-9 victory over Breckenridge yesterday, and kind of a lengthy game. I guess there was some issues and some other things going on. I won't get into it here on the air, but anyway, it was a lengthy game, almost 3 hours, and hopefully we don't see that here And we'll get a quick game in. And it is just one game, by the way. It's not a doubleheader. So that's going to bring you the end of our pregame show, brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is a precision planning and sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley. Now our first pitch is going to be brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your short-line farm equipment dealer since 1985. Located in beautiful, scenic downtown Tyler, North Dakota. And here's our first pitch by Jaden King. Swing and a miss, and is at 5:24, Brian. So we started 6 minutes early.
Look at that. Jaden came out of his hat right away. I think that's more due to the wind than the way that he.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that too. And pitch number 2 is call strike on the inner half, and he gets ahead in the count to Braden Breivik, 0-2 right away.
I would say anything hit hard in the air towards right field or even center will carry a long way.
Yeah, I'm just going to say the winds swing on miss, and Breivik is out number 1 and strikeout number 1 for Jaden King. It's 53 beautiful degrees here at John Randall Field. Not as warm as what we had hoped, but it better than being 40 degrees. The wind's out of the northwest at 15, Brian. The flag on the top of the scoreboard is straight to right field.
I think it's more than 15 degrees. I played golf this morning. It was a little chilly, and it was about a 3-club win for me. So.
Zach Benjamin at the plate for the Knights. Takes strike 2, so 5 straight strikes here for Jaden, Brian, to start the game off.
Yeah, good start for Jaden. Nice to see him throwing strikes. See if he can keep it going.
See what he brings here on the 0-2 pitch. A little bit short on that one. Hit the chalk. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He tried to overthrow that one.
I do too.
Come off the mound there. Hat came off again.
Zach Benjamin, the second baseman. He's a senior for the Central Knights. And King delivers. Swung on and missed, and he's got 2 strikeouts recorded here in the first inning.
I think he'll take that to start.
Yeah, the lanky senior for Wahpeton gets 2 strikeouts, and he's going to face Keegan Hensrud coming up next, and he is the starting pitcher for the Knights. Both starting pitchers are batting third in each respective order. So they both must be pretty good hitters. Keegan Hensrud takes high and away, ball 1. Well, Brian, the concession stand's open. I got burgers ordered for later.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that.
Concession stand burger, nothing wrong with that. 2-0. Sunshine all over the field, just a few scattered clouds here at John Randall. Again, it's 53 degrees. Takes one at the letters for strike 1, 2-1.
Working the outside corner there.
Official PA announcer today is Chris DeVries, and on the scoreboard is Ryan Steffens. And the pitch. Takes inside, it's 3-1. Keegan Hensrud is a sophomore, Brian. He's a youngster out there going to take the hill for the Knights. Skylar Blado, there's a strike 2, and the count is full.
That one in the same place as the first strike.
Mm-hmm. So Jaden's a smart enough pitcher. He's been doing it long enough, and he's figured out that outside corner will be consistent here today. And there is a call, strike 3. So three up, 3 down, all by strikeouts here in the top of the first. Where the Knights end up with 0 here in the top of the first, and the Huskies coming to bat. We'll be right back on Three Borders Sports Network right after this.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Welcome back to Chankapa Park and John Randall Field, Vaterstad Stadium. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. He's Brian Watson. And B-Dub, I already got to admit one mistake that I've made.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yep, my phone was looking at Mosinee, Wisconsin for my temperature.
For your temperature?
The game time temperature, folks, is 60 degrees, and the winds are out of the north-northwest at 21, not 15.
There we go. Like I said, 3-club win.
Yep, look at you.
I know. I was out there. Although I would say it probably feels like 53 degrees.
Yeah, it probably does. I didn't look at the feels
out
like.
there already.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So I made a mistake there, folks. Our game time temperature was 60 degrees. So Keegan Hensrud finishes up his warm-up tosses to Gabe Tandy, and stepping into the box for the Huskies will be Skylar Blado, the catcher, wearing number 3 for the Huskies in the first pitch. High, and Blado still gets it down on a bunt, and Hensrud's got to go way off to the side, but he gets it in time over to Morkvee for the out. So Skylar went for a high bunt there and put her down on the ground, but nice play by Hensrud.
Yeah, Skylar just lucky enough to get the bat on the ball there and tried to beat it out and just not able to do it. Good play there by the pitcher.
Going to bring up the left-handed hitting Miles Hinckley, the center fielder for the Huskies, batting in the 2-hole. And, right-hander Hensrud breaks one from the outside, just too far outside. Starts out with a breaking pitch to Miles Hinckley. Now one comes inside at the ankles. It's ball 2-0. So the speedy Hinckley looking to get on base for the Huskies here. That must be a little bit too low. Looked like it was right across, but
looked like it.
So it's 3-0 count from Hensrud. Sails it up and away, and it's ball 4, so 4 straight pitches there for Miles Hinckley, draws the walk.
Well, you get him any way you can. And you'll certainly take that one. And Jaden Keene coming up to try and help his own cause here.
So Jaden steps up to the plate. He had a nice day at he was up to the plate 5 times yesterday and reached base all 5 times. He was 2 for 2 with 2 doubles.
We'll see if he can keep it going here to start this one off.
And he takes one off the left hip, and he gets another on-base pass.
Take it
the hard way, though.
Take it any way you can get it.
So there's 2 in a row here for the Huskies. So 1 out. And runners at first and second, so that means the infield fly rule is in effect. Runners can advance at their own risk. So even if it is dropped, if the umpire calls it an infield fly, if it is dropped, the batter is automatically out to Big Cooper Klosterman, the center shortstop, coming up next. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that concession stand burger. First one of the year. We had a brat over in Breckenridge the other day.
Yeah, I could handle a brat too. That'd be all right.
And Cooper squares, and that one gets in the dirt, back to the pad, so everybody's going to advance 90 feet, beat up, and both runners now in scoring position.
So the Huskies with a chance to make something happen here early.
So the pitcher, Hensrud, pitched that one about 58 feet, and then the catcher, Gabe Tandy, just couldn't quite get in front of it and block it. It went all the way back to the pad. So ball 1 to Cooper. And the pitch sails up high again. Both pitchers struggling a little bit with their cap on their head.
Yeah, it's tough. They're coming down, and the wind is just taking it right off their head.
So Friday, the Huskies will travel to Cheyenne. There's one right across the plate. It's 2-1. So the Huskies travel to Cheyenne for a doubleheader up there. And Cheyenne right now 2-0 in the EDC. Klosterman pops it up to right. Washburn's drifting over. It should be deep enough for the tag. And coming in to score will be Miles Hinckley. No throw made to the plate. And looks like everybody's going to be safe. So Cooper Klosterman with the sack fly out. So he flies out to F9 for out number 2, but he gets the RBI.
Does his job up there. Get that ball in the air. Deep enough to score the run. And the Huskies will take the early lead.
Braxton Pauley steps up. I'm not going to color it in till this pitch. Yep. I'm using pen again, so.
Well, you've never made a mistake. Except on the weather.
Except on the weather, yep. So now at third base is Jaden King. He tagged as well. Went up to third base. And it's a 1-1 count here now to Braxton Pauley, the first baseman. Cooper started out pitching yesterday for the Huskies over in Brack. Ooh, a little breaking pitch up high.
A nice pitch there.
The thing looked pretty, to use a baseball term, looked pretty fat there coming in.
Yep. It's kind of like, oh, should I? Oh, a little bit late there.
Yep. 1-2 to Pauley. That one's breaking pitch outside this time. King still down at third. Saw Braxton's grandpa here earlier, so he's here enjoying the game at John Randall Field. He was down here in the grandstand seats, but he moved somewhere. Outside corner, caught him looking. Not before the Huskies score one here in the bottom of the first. We're going to the top of the second. The Huskies lead the Knights 1-0. Back after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Advantage is proud to support our local Twin Town teams. They'd like to remind farmers that the Yield Advantage team is ready to help you get the W next planting season. They can help get your equipment in game shape with upgrades large and small. Yield Advantage is your local precision planting premier dealer. From row cleaners to closing wheels, seed meters to liquid fertilizer systems, and everything in between. If you want to give yourself a competitive edge next season, contact Yield Advantage today.
Well, the Huskies make the move first here in the bottom of the first. They score first here, and no hits, a couple of walks or a couple of free passes issued by Hensrud. And a sacrifice fly to right field. It moved everybody up, and then Cooper gets the RBI, I guess, with the sac fly. They moved ahead to the other bases on a wild pitch, excuse me.
Well, it's a good continuation from yesterday. They put 13 on the board yesterday across the river. So to get one here in the first inning, good start. See if they can keep it going.
Brings up the catcher, Gabe Tandy. 0-1 here in the first swing and miss. And the 0-1 delivery goes into the dirt, and it's ball one. 1-1 now. Student fans sitting in the grandstand seats here. You can see on Brian's center field camera. That one bounces in the dirt. It's ball 2-1 now.
Good turnout for baseball games here early.
Mm-hmm. That one did not catch the inside corner. Again, we talked about last time, Brian, the other night when they played Horace, about how Jaden King is working with some new catchers. He had Nick Langenwalter behind the plate. Now he's got Skyler. Skyler was on the Legion team a little bit last year, so he did get to know him a little, but.
Well, you had a mainstay behind the plate there for so many years in Jackson Fleeflet. And pitchers, they get comfortable with who they're throwing to.
Yep, Skyler and Jaden are both seniors, so they knew each other anyway. But as far as playing on the baseball field, Jaden had thrown to Fleeflet for years. It's going to bring up Noah Morkvee, the first baseman, after the walk issued to Tandy. Now the big lefty falls behind in the count now to Morkvee, 1-0. And the delivery swung on and missed. I don't know if any of the I don't think any of the Knights hitters have touched the ball yet with the bat, have they? I think 3 strikeouts in the first, and then a walk, and nobody's fouled one off yet, I don't think. Pickoff move over to Pauly over at first base, and Tandy gets back in time.
I think they got away from him for a second there.
It did, yeah, it scooted away, yeah. See some of the girls' track star. Oh, there he's got the pickoff move. Pauly goes down to short, and Klosterman gets it knocked out of his glove.
Had him dead to right there, and just couldn't hang on to it. Cooper's saying that he swatted at it. And Roy King saying, let's play ball.
Yeah, Roy King out on the bases. Cooper thought he had him, but I think he had to continue holding on to it. If it was pulled out of his glove to try and throw the ball, but I don't think he was in that motion. So I would have to agree with Roy on that one. Sails up high, 2-1. So we're going to call that a stolen base. Good slide out there by Tandy.
Had a chance to get him, too.
He did. They had him in the pickoff move. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Again, Jaden's had a good move over to first base for many years. Lanky lefty delivers right down the pipe. Strike 3, caught looking. So out number 1 recorded. Number 4 in the strikeout column. 2 looking and 2 swinging. It's going to bring up Jackson Washburn, the right fielder. 1-0 in favor of the Huskies. And that one sails outside. The curveball just didn't quite break across for Jaden. Wahpeton baseball benefit coming up on May 4th.
It's going to be a busy day.
Comes up high, 2-0.
Playing golf early in the morning. Well, I don't know about early, but a little scramble action, and then take on the benefit.
All right. 2-0. Caught the corner, 2-1. So, the baseball benefit, if you want tickets for that, see any of the Legion baseball players. They'll sell you a ticket for the meal. Don't have to have a ticket to come in there and bid on things and take part in the raffles. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
What's the over-under on the hat off of the pitcher?
Should have took that number somewhere.
Right?
Combined between the two.
Between the two, it might be pretty high.
There's another strikeout for Jaden King, and that one's swinging.
Jaden's got it going today.
He sure does.
Bit of a slow start in that game against Horace. Doing a good job here, throwing into the wind.
It's going to bring up the number 7 hitter in the lineup. That's Blaze Walken, the left fielder. I'll set the defense for the Wahpeton Huskies here after this pitch, if we get time. Swung on and missed. Steffens in left. Hinckley in center. Hayek in right. Langenwalter at third. Klosterman at short. Malmy at second base. And Pauly at first. Skylar Blado behind the plate. And Jaden King, of course, on the hill. And the count's now even to Walken. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caught the corner, 1-2. I'll say hi to all the farmers out there working. I got the day off today. I got ahead a little bit, so they gave me the day off today. So hi all of the farmers that are out there working. Caught the corner, strike 3. Another one caught looking. So 3-4 up and 3 down, and Jaden King records strikeout number 6 after 2 complete innings. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. Huskies lead the Knights 1-0. Back after this.
Insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance Miller and Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance Miller and Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance Miller Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
You know, it might be 60 degrees outside, but in the Heb Diedrich press box, it's a cool 71.
Are we sure about the 71?
Good Lord, I can turn it up more if you want.
Well, I mean, you keep opening the door.
Who's doing that?
I don't know, but that wind is whipping.
All right, we're going to lead off the bottom of the second here for the Huskies with Aiden Hayek. Then Nick Langenwalter and Cade Malmy scheduled due up for the Huskies.
I didn't bring my jacket.
Well, you thought it would be warm in here.
Why?
Oh, and there's a drive to left field. Walken drifting back, and he's not going to get to it. It bounces off the base of the wall, and Hayek going to round first, headed for second. Nobody there, and he'll get in with a stand-up double. Nice drive to the left field wall, Brian.
Yeah, just solid hit all the way back to the wall, right in the gap, and just perfect placement there, and a double to start out the inning.
So the youngster gets a double to lead it off here. Hayek, just a sophomore for the Huskies. It's going to bring up Nick Langenwalter, the third baseman. So Nick, pretty much a utility player there for the Huskies. He was catcher. He can play second base. He'll play shortstop. He'll play third base. So Hensrud steps and delivers, and high ball one.
Hayek with a pretty good lead there at second.
See something? Go ahead.
No, just see if he tries to stretch it out again here.
Gets his lead, and Hensrud's looking back there at him. Delivers up high for ball, 2-0. And you can kind of see that lead on Brian's Digital Guru camera from center field. Digital Guru bringing our camera shots to you. We want to thank them on downtown Wahpeton, Dakota Avenue. Digital Guru. Swing and a miss there by Langenwalter, and the count goes 2-1. Digital Guru, our camera shots are brought to you by them. Appreciate it. Got all kinds of cool stuff down there. Computer needs, home safety. Hensrud delivers a 2-1 pitch. Langenwalter pops it to right behind first base. Could be a tough play. Going back as Benjamin couldn't quite get it. Goes off his glove. Hayek had to hold, but he does finally make his way to third, and we're going to give him a base hit.
Yeah, Benjamin had a long way to go to get that thing, and kind of had it in his glove, and the wind was kind of carrying it, so a tough play.
Yeah, that's right. The wind probably took it just that far out of his reach.
Just kind of spinning off the bat and going away from him all the way, and the wind carrying it, and just not able to get there in time.
So 2 hits in a row here for the Huskies in the bottom of the second inning. Puts runners at the corners. Leadoff double by Hayek, and Nick Langenwalter with that little bloop single brings up Cade Malmy, the second baseman. We'll see what happens here with Cade. Squares, and he does deliver the bunt, but it's foul. I was wondering if Coach Lundsetter was going to try to see what they could do here and make the Knights defensively try to make a decision what they're going to do with the ball on the bunt. He might see it again, Brian.
Let's see what happens here. A little bit of small ball, move the runner over, give the runner a chance. We'll see what happens.
So Cade Malmy at the plate, number 8 hitter in the lineup. And there goes Langenwalter, and the throw is not made. And Langenwalter gets in standing up on the uncontested stolen base.
So you got what you needed there, what you wanted.
And it's 1-1.
So count is, that was a strike, right?
Yep.
You got 1-1.
No, he just said 1-1. So the first one was a foul ball strike.
Yep.
So it's 1-1. That one's a breaking pitch. Caught the corner at the knees.
That was nice.
1-2. On deck for the Huskies is Braden Steffens, and then it's top of the order after that. Hensrud ahead in the count now to Cade Malmy. Nobody out. There's a little sidearm delivery there, fouled back into the net, so Malmy hangs in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, just protecting there. I think that was going to be just wide.
One ball, 2 strikes. Hensrud delivers. Swung on, ground ball to short. Marto's going to not get it. It took a funny hop. 1 run will score. Here comes Nick Langenwalter to come home, and he gets under the tag. So a good slide by Nick Langenwalter to get in under the throw, and a bad hop at shortstop allows another run.
Yeah,
2 runs.
Marto had that ball, and I think as the runner went by, just kind of lost sight of it and bounced right by him.
And then
Langenwalter doing a great job getting underneath that throw to score the run.
So a couple of runs come in on that one there by Cade Malmy's ground ball error. So Braden Steffens steps up to the plate. So Malmy with the, and he went down to second base. So good base running on the Malmy there too, Brian. So Malmy down at second base on that throw to home.
Steffens squaring on that first pitch.
Steffens playing left field today. 1 ball, no strikes. And he'll square again, and that time pops it up, though, and a nice catch coming in there by the first baseman, Morkby, on a diving play and makes the catch and retires Braden Steffens.
How about that? Morkby coming in there, laying out for it and able to make the catch and hold on to it.
Nice play there by Morkby. It's going to bring up top of the order now for the Huskies with 1 out, though. The runner at second base is Cade Malmy, and that's going to be Skylar Blado at the plate, and he actually bunted in his first at bat. He was put out 1-3. Hensrud delivers outside off the plate. Ball 1. That wasn't a strike.
That was a strike, yeah.
He called that a strike?
Yeah, got the outer half, I guess.
Okay. That's a little too far out there. That should be ball 1. I just thought that was way outside, so I called it a ball right away, too. So, sorry, Josh. Didn't mean to assume. But I did. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Blado at the plate.
Catcher is set up outside, too.
And that one's popped up. It's going to be shallow center. Brevik getting underneath it, high in the air. Makes the catch. So pop fly to center to retire Blado. Just got underneath that one a little bit, Brian.
Yeah, just a little bit too much underneath there, and not deep enough. Runner's not able to advance. And 2 outs here for the Huskies here, bottom of the second. 2 runs on the board already in the second, 3 total.
How's your manual scoreboard working here?
It's going okay. I'm keeping up.
Miles Hinckley steps up. Swings and misses on the first one. Hinckley walked on 4 pitches in his first at bat. Went to third on a wild pitch. And ended up scoring the only run of the first inning on the sac fly by Cooper Klosterman. So Hinckley at the plate.
I think Chad's watching.
Oh, Chad. Hi, Chad. Wow. 0-2. Our buddy Chad Affield tuned in to Three Border Sports. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in. Talked to Chad once or twice today about some other things. And it's the 0-2 count, 2 outs. And Hinckley fouls that one off the end of the bat just past Lundsetter at third base. Head coach Andrew Lundsetter, assistant coach is Hunter McCall, and Brett Gilbertson is the bench coach. Junior varsity coach Ryan Brandt. That one sails outside, 1-2. There's another. Did you add the total up so far for the cap loss by pitcher?
Another one?
Yep.
We should get an over-under.
Ooh, and that one sails way outside, but not able to advance was Malmy down at second.
Yeah, Tandy doing a good job just to get over there and get that one.
Didn't he, though? 2-2-2. 2 Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. That one's high and tight. No, the count's full. See, longtime American Legion member here in Wahpeton was Bill Peschel here today as well, in attendance, watching a game here at John Randall Field. Hinckley swings into that one. That's in the gap. That is way in the gap, and the wind's blowing it out of here. And a home run for Miles Hinckley over the left center field wall, 370-plus feet.
Hit that in the right spot, just right over the wall, right over the 372 mark, and got a little bit of help, we'll say, from the wind. But that ball was gone.
That was a shot, and it went right over the 372 mark, and that thing had to be at least 380 feet plus. Miles Hinckley with the 2 RBI home run. Congratulations to Miles. That's pretty cool.
How about that? Put a 5 spot on the board already here in 2 innings.
So Miles Hinckley scores the home run for the Huskies here, and Huskies, like Brian just said, the Huskies take a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the second, and we're just getting a visitation here from the defense side of things. Coach did not make an appearance.
That thing was hit, we'll call it power alley, because the wind is just going to take that ball in that spot and just carried that one right out of the park.
On a 3-2 count, Brian, he just gave that thing a ride. Jaden King liked to do the same thing here as he steps up to the plate. Takes outside. Jaden King in his first at bat was hit by a pitch. I think it was the first pitch.
First pitch,
yeah.
Yep.
And I've seen Jaden hit it to that part of the field as well, so we'll see what he does against Hensrud. Another cap fall.
There's another one. Count it up.
So 2 outs. Hensrud looks in for the sign from Gabe Tandy. Delivers right at the belt. Strike 1. It's 2-1. The trees along First Street. The shadows are just starting to hit the pitching mound. Takes up at the letters for strike 2. 2-2. Again, that's Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. Crowd still filing in here. Folks coming home from work. Jaden King pulls that one foul past the third base side. Nice little crowd there looking into the sun over in the third base berm, and more people walking in with their bag chairs.
Bag chairs and blankets.
A couple blankets down there in there.
A few down there.
Jaden takes that one off to the left arm. Where's the elbow pad for a reason?
That elbow pad's getting a little bit of use. That's the second one.
And as long as he doesn't move into it, he's okay. If they're looking for somebody moving into the to the box, if you move into it, then yes, you are called to come back. But you don't have to move. Here comes Big Coop. Cooper Klosterman had a sac fly and an RBI in the first inning. Drove in Miles Hinckley from third base. Cooper's mom, Melanie, is one of the workers in the concession stand tonight. Tori Hockert and Renee Langenwalter doing a good job down there. And there goes Big King, and that one's behind Cooper, and there's going to be no throw. King will get in standing up. So Big Bird with a stolen base.
And the Huskies in business here again, moving over to scoring position. Up a 5 spot.
That one's down in the dirt, and King will advance another 90. So the second wild pitch of the game here allows another runner to advance to third. So now Jaden just 90 feet away. So an error or an easy single will get King in with 2 outs. Takes high for ball 4. So Cooper will draw the walk. Think Big Coop will have the steal sign?
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Well, Cooper, if you're watching this one, we're not making fun of you.
No.
We're just having fun with you. He's probably wanting the steal sign.
Every time.
Braxton Pauly comes to the plate. Klosterman, one of the biggest. There he goes, by golly. Swung on and missed. Oh. And a bobble. Look at you, Coop.
What do we know? He must have heard us talking. You got an earpiece on down there?
He might. Tandy dropped the ball there, so there was no attempted throw, but big Coop down in scoring position now at second base. King at third. So the next wild pitch or an error might get the Huskies another run with 2 outs. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Hensrud delivers. Call strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. There, Paulie's going to dribble that one out down third base. That's as good as a bunt. Paulie hustling down, but not in time. Good play by Hensrud, and the side is retired after batting around. The Huskies score 4. It's 5-0 going to the top of the third. Back after this. Years of experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pediatrics and pregnancy, seeing children of all ages daily. Start your pregnancy out right with a correcting postural adjustment to help with daily activities and also give you a better night's sleep. Continued chiropractic care throughout your pregnancy can potentially help for an easier labor and delivery of your new little one. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic today at 701-672-1300 for an appointment, or request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com. Dr. Andrea Hornstein, helping your family grow up healthy.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Guess it would help if I put my microphone down by my cheek so that people could hear me when I talk.
I mean, that's kind of the way that it works.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know.
I think I've done this for 4 years. I should know that.
It's a headset, so.
You got to have a head to do it, right?
Well, I mean, you do.
You need to.
You do.
Need to have one. But anyway, here we are. We're in the top of the third, and a home run by Miles Hinckley, the highlight of inning number 2 in a 4-run second inning here for the Huskies, and that's going to bring up Landon Lima for the Knights as King delivers inside, ball 1. Giant Seeds and Snacks, thank you very much. Our coaches show also, and appreciate what they do for us. And also the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-out line, 701-640-2619, 701-640-2619. Brian's got it on the screen there for you. Write that number down and shoot me a text. Even if you're from the Knights area, if you're cheering on the Central Knights, we'll sure give you a shout-out. 701-640-2619, the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-out line. Chad Affield already been on there. And a 4-pitch walk issued here by Jaden King to Landon Lima. So he'll start out inning number 3 just like he did inning number 2 with a walk, Brian.
Yeah, not the way that Jaden wanted to start the inning. After getting a 5-run cushion, you want to continue to throw strikes and
get back in the dugout.
See if he can get back to it here.
Number 9 hitter, Norland Marto, the shortstop. And there's a call strike at the knees, 1-1. In the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-out line, 701-640-2619. Essentia Health, proud sponsors of Three Borders Sports Network, and a pickoff move. Should say in the last inning, too, he had the runner at first base, Gabe Tandy, picked off, but the throw down to Cooper Klosterman after the pickoff move to first was knocked out of the glove by Tandy on a nice slide. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2.
Yeah, I thought that throw was definitely in time, but just not able to complete the play to get the out there.
Essentia Health, Chantel Shute here today, representing the training part of it. Swung on and missed, and Jaden King records strikeout number 7.
7 Ks.
And
And I think his hat's been off 7 times. As he had to pick it up again.
That's going to bring off the leadoff hitter, Braden Breivik. He struck out in the first inning. 1 out here for the Knights. Smith Motors of Wahpeton, your certified GMC and Chevrolet dealer in Wahpeton. Smith Motors popped up this time. They finally got the bat on the ball. Breivik hits it out to center field. Hinckley drifts over and makes the catch right in front of the 372 mark. So a well-hit ball there by Breivik, but the out is recorded.
Yeah, the ball's going to carry. That ball not hit real hard, but carried all the way out to center field. And Hinckley doing a good job to track that one down.
I'm pretty sure that is the first bat on the ball here, foul or fair, for the Knights, if I recall correctly. Wahpeton Daily News, Optimum Rehab. Now up is Zach Benjamin. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Optimum Rehab and Dr. Tony, just off Dakota Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Interstate Engineering. Wahpeton Deli and Dean got those famous grinders Raleigh likes to talk about, and you're a fan of as well.
I'm a huge fan of the grinder. I'm telling you that right now.
Got great lunch specials down there. Stop and see Dean and the crew down at Wahpeton Deli. Scoreboard is always brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance and Kyle DeVries. There's a pickoff move to first. And here comes your burger, buddy.
Oh, there we go.
Tori Hockert delivers with a smile. Look at that.
Yeah.
I got ketchup only.
Oh,
he's got ketchup and mustard.
There we go.
The battery didn't work?
No, I think we just have to order a new one.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring it back up now.
So it's 2-1 here on that call strike to Zach Benjamin.
Look at that service with a smile.
Yes, she did.
How about that?
And the pitch swung on and missed, and the count now even at 2-2. Again, deuce is wild. Look at there. At bat number 2, ball 2, strike 2, out 2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So once again, King issues a first at-bat walk in the top of the inning, but then he gets 3 straight outs after that and records strikeout number 8 here through 3 innings. We're going to be right back. The Huskies lead the Knights 5-0.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milner, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
Welcome back to John Randall Field here at Chehinkapa Park, Waterstadt Stadium. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and watching Three Borders Sports Network, and also those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. Well, the Huskies off a home run and a couple other runs scored there, but a 2-run home run by Miles Hinckley, the highlight of the bottom of the second. And that's going to bring up the bottom of the third here, coming up with the Huskies. And Jaden King, again, with 8 strikeouts out of possible 9 total outs. Going to bring up Aiden Hayek, Brian. And Aiden started it off last inning with a double to left center on his first at-bat.
He'd certainly take another one of those.
So Miles Hinckley starts out the bottom of the third with ball 1. John Randall Field, beautiful field. The infield's getting pretty green now, so that looks pretty good.
Starting to green up nicely.
Takes high for a ball. It's 2-0. The outfield still could use a little more green, but the infield looks fairly green right now. It was a call strike. It's 2-1.
Another good breaking ball.
Mm-hmm. Head coach Danny Marto, assistant coach Andy Stone for the Central Knights. As Hayek takes high and tight, no ball 3. And they wanted to introduce the team manager today, and that was Bryce Griffor. So there's your coaching and team manager here attending today. Takes up high for ball 4, so Hayek again starts out leading off the inning as a base runner. So Aiden Hayek coming in here. He is just a sophomore for the Huskies. Going to bring up Nick Langenwalter. He singled on that little blooper over second base here last inning. And getting some messages here on our Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-out line, 701-640. Let me start over, 640-2619. I'll spit it out. High for ball, 1-0. Some lady tracksters here too, Brian, as well. So they're having a good season too. Some of them have already qualified for the state meet.
Picked up a team win over in Lisbon.
How about that?
So the girls doing well, and the boys picked up second.
Swing and a miss by Langenwalter. 1-1. So yeah, the track team off to a good start. We'll talk with head coach Larry Lash tomorrow night on our Three Border Sports Network Coaches Show, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Langenwalter swing, the throw down to first. Tandy throws it in the dirt, but not going anywhere. Good backup out there in right field by Washburn. And Hayek gets back into base safely.
Washburn doing a good job over there, not letting that ball roll.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Keegan Hensrud delivers. The breaking ball was heading right toward the helmet there of Langenwalter. Was slow enough, so he ducked there, but it didn't quite come close enough to his helmet that he thought it was originally. 2-2.
He's had the breaking ball working a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Tough in this wind.
Wind still blowing out. And that one, another breaking pitch, Brian, that comes in tight. Ball 3, and the count now full to Nick Langenwalter. Sophomore Keegan Hensrud on the hill here. Gave up 4 runs in the second inning, 1 run in the first to the Huskies. And the Huskies with a runner on first and Aiden Hayek already here with nobody out. And he takes off in the full count pitch. Strikeout, throw down, and safe is the call.
Got in underneath that one.
Wow.
Hensrud not happy about it. Thought maybe it was there in time, but
it would have been. Looked like it was very close to strike him out, throw him out. And now Coach Marto wants to have a conversation with the base umpire, Roy King. As Hayek it was a close play. It was a bang-bang play, Brian.
It was right there.
Yep.
And it looked like he was underneath the tag.
That was a very close play, but a good slide there by Aiden Hayek. And call remains safe, so a stolen base there for Hayek. He's going to bring up Cade Mulmy. Reached on an error in his first at bat. That one sails over the glove of Tandy and over to third base goes Hayek on the wild pitch. So the third wild pitch here by Hensrud gets Aiden Hayek over to third base. So now Cade Mulmy with a RBI possibility again for Cade. He had a couple of them in the first inning when he hit that ball to short. Just off the left shoulder, he spun away, and after you do that, then you say, I should have stayed there.
Just a natural reaction to kind of get out of the way, but yeah, if he stays there, he's on first base.
I do have some shout-outs I got to give here, Brian. Keegan Hensrud delivers. Strike 1 on the outside half of the plate. 2-1. There you go. We got Ashley Fleeflet watching from home. She loves seeing Hinckley's bomb. Go Huskies. So Ashley tuned in.
That was a bomb, too.
It was a shot. I don't know how many feet it was over the fence, but it cleared by quite a bit, the 372 mark. I'm just going to bring it up because it makes me think about it, is the Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. Let us show you how we can deliver your next project faster and better. Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. That'll be released tomorrow night after our coaches show. At the end of our coaches show, Brian and I will introduce it. Swing and a miss by Malmy, and a strikeout is recorded. So 2 strikeouts in a row.
It could come from this game.
It might.
It could.
So here comes Braden Steffens up to the plate. He attempted to bunt, and he popped it up to Morkvie at first base, and I think he'll be swinging away on this one. Unless he tries to bunt for a base hit. Takes a strike on the outer half. 0-1. So Ashley Fleetfoot, thank you very much. And Hensrud steps. Still in the stretch, and Braden Steffens squared it up there, maybe looking for a base hit. Cheering on the Huskies from Tyler, Minnesota, Bill and Lisa King, grandparents of Jaden King. So Bill and Lisa, thank you very much. And the breaking pitch just misses inside, 2-1. Oh, here's our buddy. Watching from the parking lot, but listening to you guys, Jada Blado. Well, at least she's not at work. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll get back to Jada here in a little bit. And 3 strikeouts in a row here for Keegan Hensrud, and that retires the side, stranding 1 runner at third base. We're going to go to the top of the 4th. The Huskies 5 and the Knights 0. We'll be right back.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
All right, welcome back to John Randall Field, and we're going to start inning number 4 with pitcher versus pitcher. It's Keegan Hensrud stepping up to the plate. Takes a strike at the knees from Jaden King. It's 0-1 now to the pitcher. He struck out in his first at bat. 5-0 lead here for the Huskies. Way outside ball. I'm going to finish talking about Jada here again. She's a faithful viewer of Three Border Sports Network. We want to wish Jada well. She unfortunately slipped on some ice and broke her ankle here not too long ago, so had some pins put in, and ouchie.
Yeah, that's not good. My son broke his.
That happened too.
Had some hardware put in his leg, so yeah, I know what's going on there.
Yeah, and there's a curveball, strike 3 call on Keegan Hensrud. He's retired twice looking here on strikes.
Hensrud been throwing some curveballs, and Jaden getting him with one there.
Yep. Gabe Tandy reached on walk here in his first at bat. So get well soon, Jada. Get well soon, Brevin, excuse me. Got Bradens and Brevins, and
yeah, Brevin's back up right now. He's starting to got the boot off and walking. So
good for him.
Yeah.
Want to say hi to Sir James. Hopefully he's watching.
I'm sure he's tuning in at some point.
Pop to right. Hayek got a drift in and makes the catch here right at the waist, belt high, and a nice running catch there by Aiden Hayek. The sophomore for Wahpeton retires Gabe Tandy on the pop fly.
Yeah, another one kind of blooped up there and then carries all the way out there, and Hayek able to get on his horse and get in there and run that thing down.
And that's going to bring up Noah Morkvy, trying to do three things at once here. That's what happens when you're an old guy and you keep trying to do things like that. Inside for ball. Watching and listening from the field north of Barney is Jason Hayek, his dad.
There we go.
Jason's out spreading fertilizer today, working in the field. So thanks, Jason, for tuning in and watching. Appreciate you doing that. With the automatic button, you can push steer, and you just kind of sit back and watch things go.
I wish I could do that with my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someday that's going to be here, I suppose.
Well, it is for a few people.
Would you trust it? I don't know if I could.
I don't know if I could.
2-1. Swung on a miss in the count, even now at 2-2. Jaden King looking for double digits in strikeouts here in a 2-2 pitch. Good frame there by Skylar Blado, just a little bit too low. It's 3-2. So Jason Hayek, thank you. And that one comes up high, and Jaden King issues walk number 3. He walked Gabe Tandy once, and now Morkvy, and also Landon Lima. So third walk issued by Jaden King. That's going to bring up Jackson Washburn. He struck out in his first at bat. Moves over to first to Pauly, and Pauly holds the tag there, and Roy says, yeah, he's safe. And the wind changed a little bit out there on the flag in center field, or in the scoreboard there, Brian. Looks like it's blowing a little more left to right now.
Yeah, it's shifting a little bit.
There's a square, and there's an offer at it, strike one. So Jackson Washburn behind in the count now to Jaden King, 0-1. So yeah, a lot of folks there watching. Off the plate there, it's ball one.
That flag's still blowing hard, though. The wind's still kicking.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitcher's mound in the shade. Delivers. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Game time temperature was 60 degrees. And the 1-2 pitch from Jaden King. There's a little grounder back to King just off the right side of the mound, and he'll get over and throw it over to Pauly at first, and the out is completed. So a 1-3 put out there, and King records his 9th strikeout, and we'll be back here as the Knights strand one. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. The Huskies lead 5-0.
Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdelInnovation.com. Comdel Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
We're going to the bottom of the 4th here at John Randall Field, Vaterstad Stadium. Huskies lead 5-0. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th, and the leadoff hitter, Skylar Blado, steps up to the plate, and he's been up twice, and 0 for 2 so far with a fly out and a ground out. Actually, it was a bunt attempt. Hensrud, yeah, at the plate or at the mound yet for the Central Knights. Again, they've got big games tomorrow for them up against their crosstown rival, Red River.
And Red River looking for their first win in the EDC as well.
That's right. They are too, aren't they? That's right. So it's a 2-1 pitch, and that one's fouled off the end of the bat right down to Hunter McCall in the first base coach's box, and he'll pick it up and fire it back to Hensrud. And the count goes 2-2.
We thought maybe that rivalry game had something to do with this just being a one single game and not two.
Yeah, we talked about that before we went on the air. Roger Albertson from Fergus Falls, grandfather of Big Coop. Cooper Klosterman's grandpa watching from Fergus Falls. Roger Albertson, thanks for tuning in and watching Three Borders Sports Network as Skylar gets the walk. Appreciate Roger watching. Thank you. Appreciate everybody tuned in, even you, Jada, out in the parking lot. It's going to bring up Miles Hinckley. Here's the guy that's 1 for 1, and that was a home run, and also walked and scored. So he scored 2 runs. He squares this time, and
you think?
I don't know if there was a missed sign there or what.
You think Jada sent us a picture of her small screen? Normally she sends us a picture of the big screen.
Yeah, normally she sends a big screen with her favorite beverage in the shot. Who knows if she's doing that in the parking lot? No, she wouldn't do that.
I hope not.
Miles squared on that one. I don't know if he missed. Somebody might have missed a sign there. It might have been just a fake bunt attempt and trying to get Skylar to second, or Coach Lundstetter going through a series of signs there, and Hinckley steps in now. There goes Blado. Swung on right into the gap for a base hit. The seeing eye single works. Hinckley goes 2 for 2, and Blado scoots over to third base on a single.
A little hit and run action there. That ball right into the gap. And now Huskies in business again here. Runners on the corners. And Jaden King up to bat.
Hit by pitch twice for Big Jaden.
I know he'd like to take a cut at one and see if he can.
He's ready to cut at one instead of getting hit in the hip or the left arm.
Make some contact here.
He's like me. He pitched left-handed, but you bat right-handed. And he wears that elbow pad for a reason. I never had elbow pads. I wish I did. So Big Jaden at the plate. Runners at the corners. Outside, and it gets away from Tandy. Not far enough for Blado to scoot home, but it's far enough for Hinckley to get down to second. So now, runners at second and third for Jaden King. That's 1-0.
Huskies been able to take advantage of a couple miscues here by the Knights.
There's a call strike right down the middle. 1-1. Oh. Look there. Jada sent you a picture of her small screen. She screenshotted it for you.
And we just need proof, We just want to make sure.
And she says she's drinking water only today.
Yeah. Stay hydrated.
1-2 to Jaden King. Nobody out for the Huskies here in the bottom of the fourth. Hensrud delivers just off the plate. It was called strike 3.
That spot has been called a strike.
Yep.
All game long.
Yep.
And
Jaden's even threw a few of those that he got.
Yep. It was a strike earlier.
Yep.
And it's still a strike.
So 5 strikeouts recorded now for Hensrud. There's a pull down to third base. Lima picks it up. He's going to come home with it as Blado was coming home, and he's going to try and get back to third, but Tandy tags him out.
I think Skylar just got going and couldn't stop there. He's waiting for that throw to happen, but never let it go, and that'll be the second out of the inning here.
Yep. So 5-2 put out. Fielder's choice for Cooper Klosterman.
Might call that a base running error there.
Yeah, Miles Hinckley standing at second base for the Huskies. So quickly now 2 outs here for the Huskies on the strikeout and then this put out. Yeah, Skylar had that one hit right in front of him to the third baseman. Lima picked it up, and he came home to Tandy, and then Tandy tagged out Skylar Blado.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to take a couple steps. And
there goes the runner, and Coach Lundstetter is going to wave him. Nope. he's going to stay put. He had the arm moving there to Hinckley heading down toward third, but Hinckley thought better of it. Tandy was on the ball in a hurry.
He's like, I don't know if I really want to go, and got about halfway down and stopped and then went back.
Excuse me. Push the cough button there for a minute. 2-1 now to Braxton Pauley. Is it 3-0? Okay, 3-0. Braxton Pauley. 2 runners and base for the Huskies. Takes strike one at the letters. 3-1. And you can see the shadows there across the pitcher's mound on Brian's Digital Guru camera shot there. Pauley turns on it down the left field line. It's going to get down for a base hit. 2 runs will score on the single 2-run RBI by Braxton Pauley.
Just right down the line.
Yep.
Perfectly placed, and that'll clear the 2 runners out there. A 2 RBI single.
Yeah.
For Braxton Pauley.
Cooper Klosterman running on the pitch there, and he got home in time to score the 7th run for the Huskies. And scoring ahead of him was Miles Hinckley, having a good day at the plate as well for the Huskies. And we got a timeout issued. We'll call this a Carlson Family Insurance mound visit here. Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal, as Tandy now comes back. And we have Aiden Hayek at the plate. Aiden had that nice double in the 2nd inning, Brian. He's 1 for 1 in a walk. He doubled and scored in the 2nd inning and walked in the 3rd. And he'll pop that one foul up over the net toward First Street. 30-foot net goes from dugout to dugout here at John Randall. Fan safety was a number one concern there. So a nice, and it saves a lot of foul balls from going out of the park. Swung on a miss. Nice pitch from Hensrud. Throw down to first base. Pauley back in time.
And it saves a few from coming at us right here.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've had a few in the press box back in the old days. I smashed my sunglasses one day when I was doing PA in here before we started Three Border Sports Network. And I strike out to Aiden Hayek there, and that will retire the side to 3rd out. But the Huskies score 2 more here in the bottom of the 4th. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. The Huskies lead the Central Knights 7-0.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Going to the top of the 5th. The order for the Central Knights here in the top of the 5th is going to be 7, 8, 9, and that'll be Blaze Walken, Lima, and Marto 2 up. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. As Jaden King gets ahead in the count right away here in the top of the 5th. Jaden will be looking for a complete game here now. He'll like to finish this one off as that one's fouled back into the net. 0-2. There's Mr. Art Grocco. How are you, sir?
Speaking of the one and only.
The one and only. He's another one and only.
Right?
Yeah, just like you.
Well, I don't know about that, but.
Art Grocco, the one and only Art. Art here enjoying some baseball at John Randall Field, and longtime PA announcer here as well. PA announcer all over the place. Busy man. That one's fouled back into the net. 1-2 still.
Art reminds me of my dad. There isn't a sporting event in town that he's not at.
Art's always around somewhere.
My dad's the same way.
Yep. Swung on and missed, and it's in the ground, so Plato is going to have to fire it down to first to Pauly, and that was a little bit high, but Pauly pulls it back down, and a strikeout is recorded. So double digits here for Jaden King now. That'll be strikeout number 10. 3 left on base so far here, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Landon Lima. Walked in his first at bat back in the 3rd inning. So both teams looking for their first EDC win here today, and right now the Huskies have the advantage, leading 7-0 in the top of the 5th. Art basically got the night off tonight, Art?
Yes.
There's a call strike, 2-1.
I golfed today, so it was nice.
Were you out there with him?
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it.
2-1 delivery inside, low, ball 3-1.
The struggle was real today.
Was it? For you?
Oh.
Art probably aced it, but
Art probably
par shooter.
He probably shot even. Who knows?
3-1 delivery from Jaden King. Caught the corner. It's 3-2. And the hitter, Landon Lima, the third baseman, made a nice play in the ground ball he had in last inning to catch Skylar Blado leaning the wrong way, and there's ball 4. So that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Norland Marteau, the shortstop. Struck out in his first at bat in the 3rd inning.
Kind of been the MO here for Jaden.
Yeah.
Let one on and then shut it down after that.
Got to thank Grippers Sports in downtown Wahpeton on Dakota Avenue as a breaking pitch from Jaden King. Just, what are they calling there? They're saying a strike. Yeah.
Strike.
0-1. I don't think Josh was sure if he went around on it or not. But Roy King, there's the pickoff move, an easy move over to first. Gripper Sports downtown Wahpeton. They made some nice canvas prints for us.
Yeah, you got to go pick those up and get those up on the wall down.
Get them up in the studio.
Yeah.
Gripper Sports can make vinyl signs for you too as well. Sales high and away, 1-1. Stop and see Wayne and Tyler downtown Wahpeton on Dakota Avenue. Got all your favorite team sports apparel and vinyl print machine that they can make vinyl signs. A lot of them being made now for seniors. I noticed the other day when I was in there, and there's a call strike, 1-2. Bell Bank, Minn Kota Ag Products, all seasons car wash. Swung on, pulled down to third, getting over to pick it up, and goes right underneath the glove of Nick Langenwalter, and everybody's going to reach safely. So an error down at third base.
Nick had his glove down, or was in the process of putting his glove down, and that hit right on at the edge of the grass and then just died. He was expecting that ball to bounce up to him and just went right underneath.
Yeah, it wasn't hit very hard.
No, it literally hit right on the edge of the grass there and just skidded away.
So now runners, it's the first time I think Jaden's had more than one runner on base, and the runners at first and second. That one's popped up behind first base. Coming in, running in is Hayek, and it goes over his head. Came in just too far. The wind carried it away, and everybody will advance 90 feet.
Yeah, like I said, Joe, earlier, it's just a tough goal with the wind blowing the way that it is there. He just overran it. Tried to jump up for it and just didn't have the timing.
Yeah, I think it was the breeze that just took it there out of Aiden's reach. It looked like he had it gauged, and all of a sudden it was a step behind him. Just overran that one coming in. When it first went up in the air, I thought it was going to be right to Pauly at first base. Now corners are in for the Huskies here as King delivers, fouled back into the fence on the swing by Zach Benjamin. Here comes Andrew Lundsetter out to talk to his pitcher with one out. So this mound visit also brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works with the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. I'm sure Coach Lundsetter just basically out there to talk to the boys and
Yeah, I think this is just a defensive visit, really not a visit for Jaden, but just to get everybody on the same page, understand where we're going to go, what we're going to do, to try and get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, Zach Benjamin so far has struck out twice for the Central Knights, so I'm sure that's what Coach Lundstetter just going to try and settle his big guy down. Art, do you want to have a microphone here and we'll talk to you a little bit? No? Okay. Art doesn't want to go on the air.
Art has nothing to say.
That's what he said. He just said he didn't want to talk on the microphone.
I see him every day at the gas station. I go in, I get my coffee.
Yeah.
They're down there having a meeting of the minds, and he's like the ringleader.
Yeah.
And, you know, they always have something to say. So I'm surprised that Art does not have an opinion right now. He's going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Nothing further said. Oh, funny. 0-1 to Benjamin. Swung on and missed, 0-2. So Jaden takes care of Benjamin here and takes care of business by himself. That'll relieve a lot of issues. Paulie in at the grass, and Langenwalter even with the bag.
I wanted to ask Art what the round was today. What did he shoot?
He's not going to tell you.
He probably won't.
That one's Cole strike at the knees. Caught looking for the third time was Zach Benjamin.
And that's strikeout number 11?
Yep. Big out there for the Huskies. 0-2. Keegan Hensrud at the plate. That one's fouled away. And it goes out of play, so it'll be strike one there. Keegan Hensrud. I marked it down as an error. And we got a timeout here. And I don't know what they're looking at there, but they did call a timeout. I did call that one in my book. I called it an error.
I thought it hit his glove.
Yep. There's a strike there, and count now goes to 0-2 to Keegan Hensrud. He's also struck out twice so far. Bold print, Red River Grain, Hornstein Family Chiropractic. 0-2 pitch from Jaden King. Swung on and fouled out of play over toward First Street. And Jaden King will try it again. North Dakota State College of Science, Red River Communications and Cable Channel 28, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, First Community Credit Union, Sanford Health, and Red River Valley Western Railroad. Just some of our sponsors. The 0-2 delivery, swung on, pulled foul down the third base line. Langenwalter will pick it up and get it over to Jaden King again. We'll do it all over.
We'll try it one more time here.
So 3 runners on base right now. So far in the game, the Central Knights, Brian, have only left 3 runners on base, but they could double that figure right here if Jaden King can get out of this inning. So the 0-2 pitch now from Jaden King. Swung on and missed, and Hensrud is retired for the third time on strikes. Jaden King records 3 more strikeouts in the inning and strands 3. That gives him 12 strikeouts on the game so far here through 5 innings. We're going to be back for the bottom of the 5th. Right after this, the Huskies lead 7-0.
At the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Hit you with my bottle cap there. Sorry about that.
Hang on to that now.
Gosh darn it. All right, the Huskies
I might.
survived a threat here by the Knights in the top of the fifth. They had bases loaded, and with one out, and Jaden King comes back to record a couple of strikeouts here to end the inning and strand 3. So the Knights so far have stranded 6, and we're going to the bottom of the fifth here with Langenwalter, Malmy, and Steffens due up for the Huskies.
Jaden King getting 11th and 12th strikeout to get out of that inning.
Yep. So the discussion was held here during the break, Brian, and everybody wants to say that Jaden King still has the no-hitter in place.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
No, I know.
I'll see there. Why would you do that?
That's just the announcer thing.
And you're a baseball guy.
I know.
You don't.
No, you don't.
I mean, it's like Fight Club.
But what did I do?
You don't talk about Fight Club.
Langenwalter evens out the count here, 1-1 to Keegan Hensrud. Hensrud delivers the 1-1 pitch to Langenwalter just off the plate. 2-1. Shadows slowly creeping in here at John Randall. Vaderstad Stadium. That was fouled off the end of the bat down to Hunter McCall in the first base box, and it's 2-2. Canopy shadow now covering most of the foul territory on the third base side. And the pitch. Pulled short, bounces it short, but I think that'll be a base hit there for Nick as he'll fire that line drive there, and hustling over there was Marteau, but just couldn't get his glove on it. I think Nick would have beat it out the first regardless.
Tried to time it up and had to decide, can I nab it or am I going to have to let it hop? And I think just a last-second decision there to let that thing drop and just wasn't able to make the play. It was a hard-hit ball.
6th base hit of the game here for the Huskies goes on the scoreboard. And Hensrud delivers off the plate and a throw down to first. Langenwalter back standing up to Cade Malmy at the plate. Cade reached on an error and had an RBI and then also struck out. So Cade Malmy 0-2 right now. Caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That is the spot right there.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our OSPTI post-game show. OSPTI, for all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals. There's another ground ball to Marteau at short, and that one took a funny hop. He had to take it off the chest, and everybody's safe. Tough play for Marteau there.
Yeah, trying to get all the way over there to get in front of it, and that one just took it right off the chest there. Bad hop, and Huskies trying to finish this thing off here.
And Eli Kappas is going to step up to the plate here in the pinch hitting role for Braden Steffens. And an error was called there, so I agree with that call. Cade Malmy reaches on another error to shortstop. So Eli Kappas is going to pinch hit here. Runners at first and second for Eli. Floated that one in by Hensrud for a strike. Eli Kappas, a junior for the Huskies, younger brother of Caden, son of Chris and Danette. And that one's in the dirt. Everybody's going to advance 90 feet, Brian, on the wild pitch.
Everyone will stand up on that one. Another miscue by the Knights. And
maybe I should say Eli Kappas, older brother of Wendy Kappas.
There you go.
Everybody knows Wendy.
Yeah, there you go.
One-two pitch to Eli. That one's in the dirt. Good stop there by Tandy to keep that one from advancing the runners.
Saved a run there.
Yep. Again, Langenwalter at third. Cade Malmy at second. Eli Kappas pinch hitting here for Braden Steffens. Hensrud delivers again in the dirt. And a good stop again by Tandy off the chest protector. Tandy is senior.
Hensrud just trying to baby those last two in there.
I would, bottom of the fifth here. That one sails outside, and Kappas draws the walk. So bases are loaded here for the Huskies. Hensrud, I was going to try to complete my thought here, Brian. I was going to say through the bottom of the fifth here, I bet you Hensrud's getting up there close to that 100 mark pretty quick.
He has to. And we don't have the pitch count up on the board there.
No.
Skylar Blado up to hit it here with the bases loaded.
So Blado so far has walked in 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped out.
He's due here.
He is due for the leadoff hitter from Wahpeton. Takes strike 1 on the outside half. So Art had a good round, he said, huh?
Yeah, I mean, better than mine, that's for sure.
Oh, and that one's driven to left center, but I think getting over in time is going to be Breivik to make the catch. Getting over to third and tagging is Langewalter, and he'll come home with the 8th run for the Huskies. So a sacrifice fly by Skylar Blado.
Yeah, good job there. Thought maybe that might get past him. Breivik doing a good job out there in center field to just give up only 1 run on the sac fly.
Yep. So the out is recorded. So 1 out. And that's going to bring up Miles Hinckley, who had the 2-run homer back in the 2nd inning. And a single, so he's 2 for 2 with a walk. Scored twice.
If Miles can find some open grass here, this thing might be over.
Yeah, we're getting close to that 10-run mark here. So I'm sure Coach Lensetter would like to see that, save some pitching. And we've talked about it before here on Three Border Sports, Brian, that we're the 10-run rule, you're not trying to pile on runs, but you're trying to save pitching more than anything.
Yep, save an arm.
And Jaden King, one of your top pitchers on the squad, you want to save that arm as much as you can.
And Miles went after that one.
Yeah.
He was like, let me see if I can do it again.
1 and 2 to Miles Hinckley. Swung on, fouled away. Cade Malmy still camped out down at second base. Eli Kappas over at first. He drew the walk. Jaden King on deck with 1 out. Behind him will be Cooper Klosterman. Popped up. Is that foul and going to be in play? And looks like it will be in play. And making the running catch over there at third base was Lima to record out number 2 on the foul ball out.
So the Knights trying to get out of here with minimal damage. Now 2 outs. And Jaden King up to bat. And Hendry's going to see if he can get out here with just only giving up 1 run after having the bases loaded.
Jaden was hit by a pitch twice and then got caught looking at an outside corner, strike 3. Takes up high, ball 1. Again, the breeze still blowing out here at JRF. 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Huskies, leading 8-0. Jaden would like to end the game here himself and bring those 2 runs in.
He's like, I'll get it done myself. And he can hit it out of here.
Tomorrow night we've got our coaches show at 7 o'clock. Tune in here to Three Border Sports Network on our YouTube channel and on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. As long as Jeff Ralph doesn't screw up our technical things,
right?
We'll get it done.
Yeah, he's got some bad mojo. And then Thursday on the channel.
How about that?
Got a little softball, a little BW Storm.
Little BW Storm softball. Art, you going to be at that one? Yep, Art will be there.
Doubleheader there. Games at 4 and 6. Taking on Hawley.
Jaden King had the 3-0 green light, Brian, and foul tipped it right into the mid of Tandy. Big swing. Tried to end her.
Tried to end it with 1 swing.
And again tried to do it. And it's 3-2.
Yeah, got him a little off speed there.
Yeah, BW Storm and Hawley on Thursday. That'll wrap it up for us for the week. And the weather sounds like it's going to come in too.
Yeah, over the weekend. It's supposed to rain all weekend.
Yeah.
It'll be nice on Thursday, though.
Runners are going to be going here. The merry-go-round will start on the 3-2 pitch. King swings and misses and strikes out for the second time. The side is retired. Stranding 2. The Huskies score 1 more, though, and the score is 8-0 as we go to the top of the 6th right after this.
tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler. Your business.
All right, where am I, Brian? Gabe Tandy's going to lead it off here in the top of the 6th. And we were talking off here about the catch or no catch. And it was scored an error in the Wahpeton dugout. So I'll just say that, and then I'll stop talking about it.
Yeah, it's Fight Club. Remember, Fight Club. Okay. What's the number one rule of Fight Club?
Don't talk about it.
That's right.
Okay, then. 8-0 here in the top of the 6th as King opens up the top of the 6th with ball 1 to Gabe Tandy. Tandy walked in his first at bat, then popped out to Aiden Hayek. So 0 for 1 for him, for the catcher. And a nice crowd here. The wind is still blowing, but nice sunny day here at John Randall. Again, we'll have as many coaches on as we can tomorrow night on our Giants Coaches Show, brought to you by Red River Communications. And stay tuned for the post-game show brought to you by OSPTI. There's call strike, and King comes back here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Tandy has walked and popped out to right. There's a little squibber, and that's going to be off the mark there. Braxton Pauly hustles over as King hustles over, and that will be first base hit of the game here for. See, I goofed it up.
See what you did
now you're
there?
blaming me, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it's what you did. You know, you're a baseball guy, too. You start talking about it. You can't do that.
So the first hit given up there by King was just a little squibber off to the second base side of the pitching mound.
I apologize, Jaden.
Yep, that's my fault, Jaden. And Jaden's grandpa watching down in Tyler, Minnesota. I'll take the blame.
You're going to have to.
Well, I think he'll come up with sometime during the rest of his career. And I think
I would say so.
You know, and I don't know. I need to find out if Jaden King is eligible next year to be a super senior.
That's a good question.
I know he will be back to play Legion ball this summer, but I think I heard somewhere that he was young enough to come back as a super. I'll have to find out. Grandpa, can you tell me when Jaden's birthday was? Then that'll help make the decision. Ooh. Not sure. So the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes to the hitter now, Noah Morkvee. Morkvee is struck out and walked. 0 for 1. And there is strike 3 on a swing and a miss. So that'll be number 13 there for Jaden. Jeannie's watching. She's home watching Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. She went out for dinner with a friend of hers and just got home.
You got to give her credit. You have to.
I am told that he can come back.
Well, there you go.
As a super.
Look at that. You got connections.
Yeah. So thanks for that information. Call strike.
What's it like to have connections all over the world?
Well, that wasn't from Grandpa. That was from a viewer that
I know. I'm just saying.
Just doesn't like his name said very often as King goes up in the count. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, you're connected. Start calling you John Gotti.
Well, I'm waiting for you to get us tickets to the Masters someday.
Well,
no, you got those connections.
You're going to be waiting a long time. I can tell you that.
Calls strike 3 at the letters, and Washburn is caught looking. So
we'll have to see if we can get a press pass.
You know, I've thought about that.
Yeah, well, you're going to have
honestly
to see if we can get a press pass. So.
Carry one of our little cameras around down there and act like we're big shots.
You got that right.
Blaze Watkins steps up. He's the left fielder. That'll be a little bit low. Ball 1.
We have a partially sunny night here at John Randall Field. King is covered in shade. Close to the shortstop is covered in shade. First base side of the diamond also covered in shade.
So 2-0 now to Blaze Watkins. He struck out twice, 0 for 2 on the day for Central. The 2-0 pitch. Little check swing, swing, and foul.
Oops.
Yep. So King comes back with a strike here. It's 2-1 now to Watkins. 1 game being played here tonight at John Randall. And the pitch comes up tight, 3-1. We got the top of the 6th here. It's 3-1 count to Watkins. And the pitch at the letters, strike 2. It's full count. So that's going to put the runner in motion. That's Gabe Tandy over at first base.
So we got a full count here. It's going to send Tandy in motion on the pitch. Delivery.
Outside, I think it's ball 4. Yep. So in the full count pitch, the walk is issued. So after the single by Gabe Tandy, first hit of the game, after the announcer jinx by Joe. Jaden, you can give me heck later on this summer. It's going to bring up Landon Lima. He's walked twice, Brian.
See if we can get him to swing the bat here.
He and Gabe Tandy are the only 2 that Jaden King has not struck out yet today. Otherwise, he's struck out everybody on the lineup card, except for those 2 guys. And Lima has drawn 2 walks. That one just a little bit low, so it's a 3-0 count. King looks over toward the dugout, not sure what he was looking at. Somebody was shouting some instruction or cheering him on, and there is a call strike at the knees.
That works.
Yep.
And you're going to get a little action in the bullpen down there.
Jason Pincinel going down with Jacob Fensky as the walk is issued to the number 8 hitter. So that's 3 walks in a row here for Landon Lima. And now the bases are loaded once again for the Central Knights. So second time bases have been loaded. First time they were loaded with 1 out, and here comes Andrew Lundsetter to talk to Jaden King. Our mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located at 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Stop and see Eric and the crew anytime down in downtown Wahpeton. Customer service and satisfaction is their number 1 goal. Carlson Family Insurance. Coach Lundsetter talking to Jaden to see if he is feeling okay and how his arm is doing.
And figure out what he's got left and if he can throw a couple more or just give a little bit of time here, get a little bit of warm-up down there for Pincinel.
Yeah, he just walked down to the bullpen, and here comes home plate umpire Josh Nordic to break up the mother's convention out there. I was going to say ladies' aid, but that's probably not proper.
I think
nowadays.
they're probably talking about wedding gifts. I don't know.
For who?
Who knows?
So here we go. Number 9 hitter, Nolan Marto, the shortstop, is 0 for 2 with a ground out, or excuse me, reached on an error and a strikeout. And Jaden King comes across with strike 1. I would think that Jaden King would want the complete game.
I think you would.
0-1. And that one's a strike at the knees. 0-2, the number 9 hitter, Nolan Marto. Bases loaded and 2 outs. See if Jaden brings a curveball or he'll come with the heat. Keep the heat, swing on and miss. And that will be strikeout number 3 in the inning. Total 15 strikeouts for Jaden King, and he strands 3 here in the top of the 6th. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Huskies 8, the Knights 0. Back after this.
Depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
Your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300.
Sunshine with scattered shadows. How about that on that camera shot brought to you by Digital Guru? Brian, it looks pretty sharp.
Look, I think the clouds are gone now.
I don't see a cloud in the sky here looking up at us. There's nothing in the sky right now other than tree shadows. And right now, Keegan Hansrud comes out for the bottom of the 6th. Huskies 2 runs away here from ending it, but we'll see what happens here in the bottom of the 6th. 15 strikeouts for the big lefty from Wahpeton as Cooper Klosterman steps up to the plate here for the Huskies. Cooper takes outside for ball 1. Cooper reached on a fielder's choice and scored, walked once, and a sacrifice fly, and scored an RBI, or had an RBI in that at bat in the first inning. It's a ground ball to third. Lima picks it up. He's going to get it over to Morkvee for the out to retire. Cooper Klosterman 5-3 on the putout.
Yeah, that one wasn't an easy play, too. That took a little bad hopping right into his belly and able to handle it. Plenty of time over there at third to get the first out of the inning.
There's been no water applied here at John Randall yet this spring, Brian, so the ground still, honestly, might be a little bit hard over there.
Hard over there. You can tell there's been some weird hops out there.
Yep. So once the water gets applied to the infield, it gets nice and green and thick, and it'll soften it up a little bit as Braxton Pauly comes to the plate. Takes a strike at the belt. 0-1.
I think he liked that one.
Yep. And the crowd still hanging in with us here at the bottom of the grandstand there. You can see in Brian's camera shot there from center field. Folks down the first base side, down the third base side. And somebody's still warming up down in the bullpen for Wahpeton. Looks like Aiden Hayek down there throwing. I think he threw some last night against Breckenridge too as well. That one's sails outside for ball 2. 2-2 now to Braxton Pauly. Pauly had a hit in the 4th inning and struck out in the 1st and grounded out. And there he one hopper to second over his Benjamin. He'll get it over to Morkvee, and Pauly is retired.
And that one not clean either.
No.
Bounced and then bobbled, but able to still make the play.
Looks like we got a pinch hitter here. It's going to be McCade Pickin batting for Aiden Hayek, and I think Aiden is down in the bullpen warming up.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So that's McCade Pickin going to take a chance at the plate here. The big guy takes outside for ball. The offensive lineman for the Huskies, McCade Pickin, a senior. Quite the orator.
That he is. I think he was, I want to say he was runner-up in Poetry Out
Loud.
Loud.
Yeah, he got second.
State runner-up.
Second, yeah.
In Poetry Out Loud. So
good for him.
Yeah.
McCade Picken faces Hensrud.
Former manager for the Lady Huskies as well.
Yes, you knew him well.
Yep.
2-1. And Hayek done warming up in the bullpen. He was throwing in a hurry down there. So Picken takes outside, 3-1. Due up after McCade will be Nick Langenwalter. And it looks like
McCade drawing the walk there.
And Langenwalter had the catcher's equipment on the shin guards on there, so he might be going in to catch for Skylar Blado. And maybe Blado will be warming up. We'll see. It's going to be interesting here.
Was that Skylar down there throwing?
I thought it was 8, not 3, but maybe it was 3. I thought it was 8. Well, we'll soon see. Langenwalter had the shin guards on there before he came up to the plate in the pickoff move. McCade Picken gets his uniform dirty, Brian.
There you go. I was in the game.
I played, Mom. So Langenwalter had a good day at the plate so far. 2 for 3 for the Huskies.
Take another one here.
Outside corner for strike. I am told it was Aiden warming up. It was Aiden. Our buddy Jada's still sitting out in the parking lot.
I was going to say, if anybody's going to tell you, it's going to be her. I mean, come on.
So it was number 8 down there warming up, so we'll see what happens defensively here for the Huskies. Like I said, Langenwalter had the shin pads on before. And Jacob Fensky comes out on deck circle for the Huskies. He may bat for Cade Mulmy. Call strike 3 in the outside corner, and Langenwalter is retired on strikes. Stranding 1 here. We're going to go to the top of the 7th. The Huskies lead 8-0 here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Bold Print in Wahpeton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network and John Randall Field here at Vaderstad Stadium. And welcome back to Red River Communications Cable Channel 28 if you're watching on there. And we had some changes here for the Huskies. Aiden Hack does come in to pitch for the Huskies. Brady DeVries goes to right to take his place. Skylar Blado moves to shortstop. Cooper Klosterman goes to third. And Nick Langenwalter behind the plate now for the Huskies. I think those are your changes. I don't think I missed anybody yet. I think everybody else stayed the same. And there's a swung on, pulled fair right down the third base line. And rounding first and headed for second is going to be Braden Brevik. So a leadoff double here for Brevik. Leads off the top of the 7th.
No, that's the way to get things started here. Huskies just need 3 outs.
So Aiden
to get
Hayek,
this thing done.
Yeah, comes in from right field to try and mop it up here for Jaden King and gives up the leadoff double. Zach Benjamin due up next. So he faces, the 1-2-3 hitters here for the Central Knights order. And so Aiden Hayek with an 8-run lead. Going to try and clean it up here for Jaden King. Zach Benjamin leads off, and the run goes down to third, and the tag not there in time. I think the throw was there, but Cooper was just ahead of the bag too far there, Brian.
Just a couple of steps in front of the bag. He turned around and just wasn't sure where he was and not able to make the tag.
Yep. So it's Zach Benjamin now with 3 strikeouts on the day. Ahead in the count to Aiden Hayek, 1-0. Swung on and missed. And Langenwalter stops that one. Again, Skylar Blado moved to short here. Klosterman over to third. Brady DeVries out in right to take Hayek's place on the mound. Aiden Hayek on the mound. Comes inside, a little bit too tight, 2-1. So far, the Central Knights, Jaden King's numbers there, 15 strikeouts and stranded 9 runners. There's a curveball pitch by Hayek. Nice pitch, 2-2.
Look at that. Nice little off-speed pitch.
Jaden King did give up 1 hit in 6 innings. No runs. Hayek delivers and a foul tip. Goes back to the pads, and Zach Benjamin remains at the plate there. So 2-2 count. And a nice crowd gathered over on the third base side, watching. Caught the corner, strike 3, and Benjamin is retired for the 4th time on strikes.
Like I said, Joe, it was a strike in the 1st inning, and it's a strike here in the 7th inning.
Good point.
That's where it's been all day.
So pitcher versus pitcher, Keegan Hensrud at the plate. Hensrud also has struck out 3 times today, twice looking, once swinging.
He also has 3 strikeouts.
That one's in the dirt. Good stop there by Langenwalter with Braden Brevik just 90 feet away. So Nick does not want to let one go by here and keep the shutout in place.
Yeah, I'd like to keep the shutout.
Next game up for the Huskies is going to be Cheyenne at Cheyenne on Friday. There's a ground ball. It's going to go to Blado at short. And the run will score, and the throw goes way high. And Paulie's got to chase it back to the fence, and Hensrud will reach on the air.
Well, maybe we shouldn't have talked about the shutout.
Right.
And that'll be the first run of the game for the Knights. And the Huskies just trying to get 2 more to finish this off and pick up their first win in EDC conference play.
Aiden Hayek to face Gabe Tandy now. Tandy, as I said earlier, the only Central, or one of the 2 only players not to strike out from Jaden King. As Hayek will face Tandy, and there's pulled foul, strike 1. Catcher gets around on that one.
Yeah, a little quick on that one. Wait just a tish.
Don't forget our coaches show tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. We'll invite all the coaches, and hopefully as many as them that are possible to attend will attend. As long as Jeff Ralph doesn't cause any technical issues.
We were going to cut that guy off early. Like, we're going to say, hey, you know what? At 9 minutes, you're getting the flashing red light. So,
well, that's your job as a producer. I'll let you.
Well, he doesn't pay attention. He just keeps going. Give him the hook.
The hook. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Delivers, swing and a miss from Gabe Tandy. And Aiden Hayek gets ahead in the count. Dad Jason out in the floater watching on Three Borders Sports Network. Thank you, Jason. Cheering on his son on the hill. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Late game mess for Wahpeton. Bases loaded last inning. They were able to get out of that. Now they got a runner on second.
And Jaden swung on, pulled, foul. 1 and 2. Jaden King, 15 strikeouts recorded in 6 full innings. Scoreboard sponsor, Farmers Union Insurance, and Kyle DeVries been with us since day 1. That one's outside in the dirt. Langenwalter keeps that in front of him. It's 2 and 2. Brian Watson running the manual scoreboard here during the baseball season.
It keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, keeps you involved, man.
There's a lot going on.
And the pitch.
Got him, I
think it did hit him on the left elbow. And a hit by pitch, so Gabe Tandy will head down to first, and runners at first and second. Just barely nicked, I think, his left elbow. I think he was wearing a pad, too, the way it looks.
Wearing the elbow pad.
So the players nowadays, just like in the majors, are not afraid of being hit in that elbow that's closest to the pitcher. And it looks like Jacob Fensky was down warming up for the Huskies in the bullpen. Morkvee at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Struck out twice and walked once. So runners at first and second. Infield fly rule is in effect with less than 2 outs. There's only 1 out on the board. Hayek delivers high. Ball 2 and 1. We got the Shrine game again this year, my friend.
That's going to be a good one, too, I think.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Hayek gets ahead in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A couple local players playing in the 9-man game.
Our buddy Yards is even on here. Yards is watching tonight.
How about that?
Thanks, Yards. Ooh, and that just caught the corner. Strike 3, caught looking as Morkvee walking off, saying something to umpire Josh Nordic, but to no avail. So the second strikeout for Hayek. It's 2 outs on the board now for the Huskies. A big strikeout for Aiden Hayek and the Huskies brings up Jackson Washburn.
Hayek with a little sigh of relief there to get that strikeout. Just 1 more now to get out of here and pick up that first EDC win.
Way behind that one on the swing and the foul ball there by Washburn. Washburn struck out twice and grounded out once. 1-1 to the hitter Washburn from Aiden Hayek in the stretch and delivers low and in the dirt as Nick Langenwalter takes it into the chest protector. I didn't go over and turn the heat on for you, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I'm good. I'm surviving. I'm surviving.
1-1. Breaking pitch. And I'm sure Washburn was hoping that he was going to get hit on that one, but did not. Some of his teammates probably were hoping for that, too. 2-1. 2 outs, runners on first and second here for the Central Knights. The pitch right back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a single. Just right behind the outstretched arm of Aiden Hayek, and 1 run will score, and 8-2.
And Hayek tried to come back up and field that ball and just wasn't able to do it. The momentum on his follow through just didn't allow him to get there. That went right back up over the mound. And 2 on the board now for the Knights. And runners on the corners.
So Tandy moves over to third, Washburn over at first, and the hitter now is Blaze Walken, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. So Walken so far struck out twice and walked once. 0 for 2. And the pitch swung on right back up the middle again. Hayek off his ankle. He's got to pick it up and get it over in time. Not in time, and it's a wide throw over at first. Another error by the Huskies. And that will load the bases. So Hayek had that one hit him on the leg somewhere, Brian, and couldn't quite make the throw. He knew he had to hustle.
That one came back to him, so he tried to to hurry up and field that ball. And if he'd taken just a half a second longer, I think he would have had enough time to make the play.
Bases are loaded for the Knights here. 8-3 lead for the Huskies. Brings up Landon Lima. Walked all 3 times that he faced Jaden King.
1-0. Central trying to make a splash here. Trailing 8-3.
1 ball, no strikes to Lima with a chance to do some more damage. Swung on, popped up, foul. Langenwalter takes the helmet off and hits the roof. Rolls off the back. Chad, you got more dents to fix.
When is he going to get up there?
You got to do that, man, Chad. Come on.
I'd like to.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, he's got to get up there.
He don't like heights.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't.
He helped me put the flag up on the scoreboard here before the year started. And he didn't want to get up in that bucket truck.
I'm sure he didn't.
So I don't think he's going to get up in that roof anytime soon. 1-1 delivery from Hayek. In the dirt, ball 2-2-1. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. John Randall Field, top of the 7th, 8-3 lead for the Huskies. Aiden Hayek in relief of Jaden King, who had 15 strikeouts. There's a ground ball to Klosterman at third. A couple of steps toward first, and in the dirt, picks it up out of the grass. There was Braxton Pauley, and the side is retired on the ground ball out. Nice play there by Braxton Pauley to pick that one out of the dirt.
Yeah, good patient play over there at third by Cooper Klosterman. Know he had plenty of time to make that throw, and a nice dig out of the dirt to end the game there by Braxton Pauley.
All right, that's going to be the final out of the game here, and the Huskies win 8-3 over the Grand Forks Central Knights. Again, we'll be back with our OSPTI postgame show right after this. 8-3 victory for the Huskies. Back after this.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
In this place, we see potential like nowhere else. Here, vision is boundless. That's why we never settle. We look for the moments when everything becomes possible. The moments that inspire us to make every day better. In this place, there's no such thing as good. There's only great. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Welcome back, everybody, to John Randall Field here in beautiful Chehinkaba Park, Vaterstad Stadium. Here, the Huskies come away with their first EDC win of the season and defeat the Grand Forks Central Knights 8-3. Welcome back, everybody, to our postgame show brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and in Breckenridge. Brian, the Huskies come away with an 8-3 victory. 8 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors committed by the Huskies. They left 8 runners on base. 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for the Central Knights. And Brian, they left 12 on base. In the last 3 innings, they stranded bases loaded all 3 times.
Yeah, I mean,
so it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. The Huskies do what they need to do, and Jaden King goes out and almost a complete game performance. Struggled in the 6th inning there, but able to put up 15 Ks.
15 he had.
15 strikeouts, and hold the the Knights to want to no runs in his time on the mound, and then you get the big 2-run shot from Miles Hinckley in the second, and just I think a good solid game. I don't think maybe Coach Lund said they're not happy with the 7th inning and how things went there. Just a couple of miscues, and I think, really just needed to be patient on some of those plays, and rather than trying to rush them and say, hey, let's try and get out of here. But a solid win, dare you say, a win streak.
Yeah,
2 in a row is a win streak, so we'll see if they can keep it going. Got to go on the road to Cheyenne. Not going to be easy there. Cheyenne sitting at the top of the EDC, so we'll see if they can continue. They're going to have to get good pitching and going to have to get good play in the field as well.
All right, the Huskies, again, led by Miles Hinckley with the 2-run homer, as Brian mentioned, here in the second inning, and big, kind of almost a knockout punch there, but the Huskies did end up needing more here, so the insurance runs that they did have. Miles Hinckley, Brian, finished 2 for 3 on the day, and Nick Langenwalter, 2 for 4 in my book. So, again, a good day here by a couple of the Husky hitters to defeat Grand Forks Central Knights.
And that ball was hit a long way.
It was.
The deepest part of the park,
yep,
over the 372 sign. And somebody chased that one for a while.
I was going to say it was well past the 372 mark, folks. That was with the wind there, and of course it was wind aided, but I think that might even been close to being out without the wind.
I think so. That was a shot.
It was a shot. So congratulations to Miles Hinckley. Congratulations to Jaden King on the 15 strikeout win. Almost had a no-hitter until it was jinxed there by myself for mentioning it, but
I don't even know why you would do that.
I know I did it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Jaden.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, so that's going to end it up here for us. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock with our coaches show, our second show of the spring season, and as many of the coaches that we can get, we will have at the coaches show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Then on Thursday, we've got some BW Storm softball coming up, taking on Holly. So we're looking forward to that, our first softball game.
It'll be our first softball broadcast, so we're looking forward to that.
Huskies' next game is at Cheyenne on Friday. They're going to travel up to Cheyenne. And then the next game is tomorrow for Grand Forks Red River. They're going to be playing at Grand Forks Red River. So the Central Knights doesn't get any easier for them as the Red River Rough Riders will be looking for their first win. Anything else there, B-Dub?
No, that's it.
All right. Burgers were brought to you by Fairmont Lockers. How about that?
And they were fantastic.
So, again, nice job there from Fairmont Lockers and Tim Stiles. Thank you, guys. All right, that's going to wrap it up for our OSPTI post-game show. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. Our final score again, the Huskies 8, the Central Knights 3. Good night, everybody, and we will for night at the Coaches Show.